In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect foghorn. We're going to split the video into 4 sections. We're going to look at the oscillators first, then we're going to look at the LFO, then we're going to look at the filter, and then finally we're going to look at the post-processing. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is start with an initialized preset, and we're going to work on oscillator A and oscillator B first. So we're going to pick basic MCB, and we're going to put this down to -2. This is going to act as our base element. Then we're going to get oscillator B, and we're going to put this as basic shapes, and we're going to put this up 7 semitones, and this is going to be our mid to high range element. So if I play this now, it should sound like this. Remember, if you're on Ableton, you might have to adjust the keyboard slightly, or adjust the oscillators differently. So it'll be like 0 or +2, I think. Now next, we're just going to turn the level of both of these off. And what we're going to do is apply controls to this one and this one. So for this one, we're going to get FM from B. So it's going to come from this sound into this sound. And we're going to turn this up slightly around here. And then for this side, we're going to get bend plus. And we're going to turn this all the way on, and it's just going to change the shape of this to give it a cool sound. Now when you're creating your foghorns, you just want to mess around with all these different features until you get something that sounds cool. This is just what I experimented with until I found this really cool sound. So that is the basis of the oscillators setup. Now let's look at the LFO. So we're going to put this on envelope, and then we're going to put this on 1 bar, and we're going to increase this so it goes around here, and that will mean the sound is playing like this. And then we're going to apply this to a few different elements. So we're going to apply it to the FM at around about this much, and then we're going to apply it to the level at about this much. And then we get that sound. And that's the LFO done. Now obviously you can experiment with different bar levels depending on how fast or slow you want your foghorn to be. For example, 2 bars might be good for the sound you're making. But we're going to leave it on 1 bar for now. Now let's look at the filter. Let's turn this on, and we're going to turn A and B on. So let's turn the cutoff down, and then we'll apply LFO 1 to it again, and just turn this down as well. Then if we play this with the drive all the way up, the res up slightly, and the fat up as well, it should sound like this. Just turn the fat up a little bit more, and you start to get that foghorny sound. Now that's everything done on this page. I just want to take a quick intermission to mention my website, arcnade.com, link in the description. There's lots of Serum presets, sample packs and courses to get your hands on, and I've pretty much worked on all of them myself, so I'm only promoting what I've put a lot of hard work and effort into, so I know it's good solid content. Back to the video. So we want to be able to bring out these harmonics more, so we've used +7 here. Now a good tip is to try +7, +5, +4. In this scenario, only +7 really works, but those are the 3 I mainly try to and get a cool, unique sound. But let's bring those sounds out now in the post-processing on the effects tab. So let's open up some distortion, and we're going to choose Sine Shaper for this one. We're just going to turn the drive down a little bit. You can hear that sound already coming out. Now let's grab a compressor. I'm just going to turn the gain up. Not too much, so it doesn't sound like it's clipping, but just enough to be able to start hearing the sound. Now we're going to use a trick I love to use. I've used this in quite a few videos now, where we grab an EQ and we apply an LFO to it. So I'm going to apply it to the frequency here, and then I'm going to select this setting here and turn the gain up. And then I can just adjust the Q like this. And then if I play this, listen to this. brings out more sounds, so I might not do it that much. So something like that sounds pretty cool, maybe a little bit less. There we go, that's starting to sound really cool now. And then finally, I can get some reverb. Now, there's often a lot of reverb in Foghorn sounds, but you just want to make sure it doesn't sound too reverbed, and you can do that by like adjusting the decay. So if you have a massive decay, it sounds a bit too much. So I like to just adjust the decay down a little bit and then have a play around with these other ones. So this sounds like this. That's a pretty cool Foghorn. And then if I was to do like 2-bar, that sounds pretty cool as well. Now, if we were to look at some post-processing, I would go about this by applying a different sort of reverb. So I use Valhalla Room, and you can get some crazy sounds with this. So we'll just have a little play. And then we can apply some like OTT, which is completely free from Zerfa. See that difference it makes? Just makes it sound more full. And then we can apply like some decimort maybe. That just sounds massive, so that would sound incredible in your tracks. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me in the future. Make sure to check out my website, there's some courses to get your hands on as well as some sample packs, and I'll see you all in the next one.